And welcome back again to my channel. If this is your very first time here, you are highly welcome. My name is Gloria. I'm a Canadian-based YouTuber and I live in the province of Ontario here in Canada. I help new immigrants to settle here in Canada by sharing my experiences, tips and tricks so that you can benefit as well. So if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel and this is the kind of content you want to watch, please consider doing that right now. Hit that red subscribe button for me and turn on your notification icon so that you will be the first to know when I upload new videos. And guys, sit back, relax, don't go anywhere. We'll be starting right now. In this video today, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can immigrate from Nigeria to Canada. This video is for all my Nigerian friends, and just as a disclaimer, I am not an immigration consultant. I do not work for the IRCC, neither am I a licensed consultant or lawyer. I'm just sharing information that is readily accessible to anybody on the internet by just going through the Canada website. I'm going to drop the links to all of that on the description below so that you can get all the information you need to make your journey from Nigeria to Canada so smooth. So I thought I'd just drop that out there. And friends, I always get these questions from a lot of people in Nigeria sending me email and saying that they want to know how they can come to Canada from Nigeria. And I know I've had I've made several videos about this particular subject. I'm going to drop the link to two of those videos. You should see that on your screen somewhere, or at the end of this video you should be able to see those videos on there. I would just recommend that you please go watch those videos. There's so much information on there that can help you to make your decision in coming to Canada. And so the very important step, or the very crucial one for all Nigerians moving to Canada, I always recommend the express entry. So the express entry, we have the Federal Skilled Worker Program. It's a program that the government of Canada has made available to people who are in countries like in Nigeria, for example, and other parts of the world too. They can come to Canada, apply to be permanent residents here in Canada by just ensuring that you meet the 4 different categories. So one is your educational qualifications. You need to have, maybe you went to university, you did your master's, you need to have good scores. You also need to be assessed based on your age. You're also assessed based on your English language test. A lot of persons do the IELTS. I've talked extensively about this, or the CELPIP, whichever is most convenient to you. I know in Nigeria, a lot of Nigerians will do the IELTS test. Your score needs to be high. And then the last one is your work experience. So for sure, you must have worked in Nigeria for a couple number of years. So that's one option. Those are the 4 things. So your work experience, your language, English language test, your age, and your university degree or your educational qualification. So those are the four that you will be ranked on. You have to have a high score, and most oftentimes the Canadian government or IRCC would release scores. Sometimes it's high, sometimes they reduce the score. So you need to always check in, but do your homework, do your English test, make sure that you're ranking high in all of these 4 different categories in order for you to apply. And trust me guys, the process is not difficult. I will leave you the link. The link to the government website is www.cic.gc.ca. It's very easy. Once you go in, you just follow the steps. The first thing you need to click on is express entry. Or Immigrate to express entry. Once you see express entry on there, I'll drop those links. Don't worry, don't even think about remembering all of this. Once you click on express entry, it tells you all the information you need to apply to come to Canada under the express entry program. Trust me guys, it's not difficult, it's not hard. If you follow all the steps, you can do it on your own. A number of persons have asked me, can I not just pay somebody to do it for me? Of course you can pay. And even if you go to the Government of Canada website, it also says that you can actually do this yourself. But if you want to pay somebody, you can still go ahead to do so. So nobody is saying you cannot pay anybody to do it. If you want me to make recommendations, let me know in the comment section. I would make recommendations to some immigration and licensed consultants that I know of that live in the province of Ontario. If you're going to any other province other than the one here in Ontario where I live, I don't know what their process processes are, but I can definitely look into helping you or assisting you to get somebody who is licensed, because you don't want to get scammed by any fake person. Ensure that the person you're dealing with is a licensed consultant or a lawyer, because you don't want to get into trouble. The other thing that I need to mention also here is that the different provinces here in Canada usually would have a program for people who are already in the express entry pool. So you might be lucky, one of the provinces might just be looking for people who meet their own criteria, and then they might just select you as long as you are in the pool. So you can apply to such province, and they would select you to apply to come to their own province. And it's called the Provincial Nominee Program, so the PNP. It depends on different provinces, so you always have to check, like just do a search on the provincial nominee programs in different provinces. So we have the PNP, we have the OINP, which is the Ontario Immigration Provincial Stuff. I've forgotten the full name now, so I don't want to think about making a mistake on this video right now. But it's called the OINP. If you search that, if you're coming into Ontario, it's the OINP. That's the one you use to come as a provincial under the Provincial Nominee Program. The other option, if you are you're coming to Canada to school as an international student on a study permit, you can also come to Canada first as a student, and then if you are married to somebody in Nigeria, you can actually apply for them to come on an open work permit, which gives your spouse the opportunity to work while you are a student here in Canada. The other option for anyone who is looking to move to Canada is if you're married already and your spouse is a Canadian permanent resident here, they can apply for you under the spousal application for you to come and join them. Please note that process, because of COVID and everything, it could take a longer period of time. On the Canada website, it says that the minimum time frame for that particular type of application usually is 1 year. They start counting from 1 year. So you might be lucky. Yours might be earlier than 1 year. Well, we don't know for sure. So you always have to check in. And like I said earlier on, I'm going to say this, I'm going to repeat myself again. You can actually make these applications yourself. You don't technically need to pay somebody to do them for you. It's easy, and there are steps being provided on the Canada website that can guide you every step of the way. But if you're not very sure of yourself, you think that you're going to make a mistake, you don't want misrepresentation on your file, because if you do have misrepresentation issues, trust me, you'll be banned from coming to Canada for a period of 5 years, which means you can't apply to come to Canada even if you're married to somebody that is here. As long as you've said something that is not right, and it's not intentional, but it's called misrepresentation when you do things like that. And that happens when maybe you give an information in your previous application when you came to this country, and now that you want to apply to maybe come as a permanent resident, you now give a different information. So maybe, for example, now maybe on your family information, you say you are 28 years old, and on this application now you now say you are 23 years old. My dear brother and sister, the officers will be wondering, is this person normal at all? Does this person even know what they are doing? So you want to make sure that the information that you have from the very beginning, from the start of your planning to even come to Canada, if you had decided to come to Canada on a visitor's visa or on a different visa before in the past, years ago, and now that you want to come as a permanent resident, you want to make sure that information you had before, that you had submitted to the Canadian government, is the same information you have. It always has to flow the same way. You cannot give one information that is false and come and change it now. There will be problem, because I don't want you to have problem with the Canadian government. So please ensure that your information is always intact. So the reason I'm bringing this, making this video today is because I've had series of people who have emailed me saying that they want me to make another video again. But please know that I'm going to drop the links to the videos that I've made before, so that you can go back and watch on how you can come or immigrate to Canada at this point in time. I talked about different options, about how you can come as a visitor, a student, and as a permanent resident. But if you are moving from Nigeria, I always recommend express entry. Guys, express entry, write it down. express entry. That is the sure banker way for anybody coming from Nigeria to Canada. And you can also come as an international student. You come first. If you're married, your spouse is in Nigeria, you can also come. If you have children, you are allowed to bring your children along with you as a student. So if you want to know that if this information is correct, I'll drop the links to the Government of Canada website where you will see all this information that I'm sharing with you now. So guys, I'm going to end this video right now because I don't want this video to be too long. If you did enjoy watching this video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, because I always share from time to time tips and tricks and my personal experiences, because I also am a new immigrant to Canada. I've been in this country for a while now, for a few years now. So I have some experience and I have the knowledge that I can share with you so that you can benefit as well. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on your notification icon so that you will be the first to know when I upload new videos. So until I see you in my very next video, stay safe and God bless.